And or when did you get a lot of your playing time last couple of years?
Well, the past couple of years, I've played more of a support role,
Mm-hmm.
and the guys that did play, I did look up to them, and I kind of picked from their mindset and their technique wise. I'm gonna apply that to what I'm gonna do this season, and so I think that if I go out there and communicate and compete, it's all gonna take care of itself.
When did it kind of start to click for you that the things you had to do in order to put yourself in the position you currently are in?
Well, I've had a lot of experience here at Boise State, and the one thing that we talk about is just having everybody on the same page, when we go out there on the field. And so once I started knowing the defense more and started talking more and getting more confident, then everything just started to come together.
I'm pretty sure the answer is high school. The last time you started a game, and do you think it'll be a little different stepping on that field on Saturday?
I'm just going to go out there and have fun with my team. That's just my main goal, and I'm ready for it.
We saw, Chance or Evan at the other spot, and we don't know what's going to happen there, but we did see you working with Evan some in practice the other day. How's your relationship with Evan, and if you two guys are out there playing together, what's kind of the comfort level in each other out there?
I think that, like I said, we all communicate, and so, he's a guy that he's been coming out here, he's been competing a lot. He's certainly grown from his redshirt year, and he knows the defense, and I think that, if we all communicate, then we're all going to be good.
How motivated are you, too, for this shot? I mean, you hear fans out there and stuff saying, oh, well, the other guys are out, and you haven't started yet before. Maybe they see that as a question maybe going into the season. How motivated are you and Evan and maybe those other guys to show people that, you're pretty good, too?
I think we're extremely motivated. We come out here with a chip on our shoulder, and it's a mentality on defense, and that's just the attitude that you got to have. And so when we go out there, we're going to have a good time.
you kept saying how you're ready. You're ready for this opportunity. How did you kind of put yourself into the position to be the starter, and how do you feel now, kind of stepping into that bigger role?
Well, I came out here to do the best that I can every practice, and I think the coaches kind of noticed what I can do, and it all goes back to communication. And when you communicate, you feel more confident, and the coach has seen that, and so.
What has it meant to you? Harsin has said, at the end of spring ball, he said Cam Hartsfield was one of the guys that impressed him the most. Yesterday, said the same thing again, just about how well you've done in the off season. What does it mean to hear that, and just the fact that you obviously you put yourself in this position to start because you had a good off season?
It means a lot, honestly. Coach Harsin, he's been a great role model for me. He's been teaching a lot of good lessons for me that I've applied to my life. And just going out there with the right mindset, and it's going to be fun at the end.
Was there ever a time where you're wondering if you're going to have a chance to start for this team or get big playing time? I mean, you see last year, a guy younger than you in age, and get a starting spot, and I know there's some injuries and stuff, but what was it like? Was it tough? Maybe the last year or so, just kind of being a reserve guy, and how'd you kind of push yourself to know that this day would come?
I wasn't really too worried about it. I knew that if I go out there and control what I can control on the field and communicate and, just do the best that I can, then I knew that everything would take care of itself.
How long have you known that you're going to be out there starting? I mean, have you known for a while kind of secretly, or was this something they just kind of came to you recently? Or
honestly, I wasn't really sure. I just kind of take it one day at a time and then just kind of see what the coach's decisions were at the end.
When you're younger, are you more worried about other things? Because it seems like everything you say, your focus is pretty narrowed right now.
Yeah, well, coming into Boise State, I did have the mindset that I was going to come here and, just kind of star in my role. And so whatever role that was, I was going to do that. And so, like I said, you come in here one day at a time, and then everything will take care of itself.
The guy that some of the coaches have mentioned is a true freshman who's kind of stepped up a bit, and we saw him be with second team in practices. Kekoa, what have you seen out of him?
He's a really smart guy. He's been on a mission for I think 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's really glad to be back. He came in here with a chip on his shoulder, and it's paying off. He's out there, he's communicating, he's confident, he's competing, and he's doing a really good job for us.
Pretty impressive. I mean, the guy takes 2 years off of football and comes in the summer, and then is already possibly going to play as a true freshman. And that's got his. I don't know what that says about him, but how does that impress you?
It's very impressive. He's a really smart guy. He's competitive, and he's going to have a great.
What about Pierce, too? We've heard a lot about him, maybe getting a chance to, DeAndre Pierce. And obviously he's got the bloodlines with his dad and stuff. But with him back there in the secondary, what have you seen from him?
he's also a guy that's coming here and competing every day. You know, every time in the meeting rooms on the field, he's always ready to learn. You know, he came in here with a chip on his shoulder, and he's been very impressive.
What's it like for you guys to have so many true freshmen that are coming in pushing for playing time? I mean, there's a couple in your guys' group. There's some on the D line. A lot of positions: running back, receiver. I mean, does that push you guys when they come in here and say that, hey, if they're the best guy, it doesn't matter the age, they're going to play?
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, that's the thing about this position, that we always go out there and compete, do the best that we can. And the freshmen, you know, they came in here with a chip on their shoulder, and, you know, obviously it's going to pay off at the end if they do what they have to do.
What type of player are you, by the way? I mean, you seem like a pretty calm guy, but I don't know. You say you like to communicate. You fiery guy? What type of player are you?
I like to think that I'm calm off the field, but when I get on the field and I put the helmet on, then I'm a totally different person. I go out there and it's a mentality on defense. And so when you have that mentality on the field, then everything just take care of itself.
How important is it to have that mentality when you talk about communication and all that stuff? I mean, that's speaking with conviction, I guess.
Yeah, it's very important. That's one of the things that Coach Avalos emphasizes during meetings is the mentality, communication, and everything to take care of itself.
What have you seen from their offense, Louisiana, and obviously the quarterback transfer, but the running back looks pretty strong too. I know they got a couple of receivers that are out, either hurt or suspended, but I mean, what do you see from their offense?
They're really good at what they do. You know, obviously the run game is something that we've stressed this practice, and I think that, you know, great respect to that team, and we're looking for a good game on Saturday.
You had a bunch of people asking you how to watch the game on Saturday.
What's that?
You had a bunch of people asking you how to watch this game on Saturday.
How to watch it?
Yeah. I don't know, because it's been a big topic of debate. I didn't know if you had any like friends or family trying to ask.
Yeah.
What channel it's on or how you find it. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not really sure. I mean, I think it's going to be on ESPN 3 or something. Yeah. You know, I don't know.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Kind of another funny one. Louisiana came out just yesterday and said they're going with a whiteout. They're going to wear all white uniforms. Mm-hmm. Is that just a mind game or whatever? Because it's going to put you guys in the dark unis, obviously.
We're really not too concerned about, you know, what we wear. I think that when we go out there, you know, whatever we have on, we're going to feel good about what we're doing either way. So it's going to be a good game on Saturday.
Do you drink some of the